Greetings, fellow Earthlings. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of And Another Thing with Dave. I want to thank all of our listeners from all over the world. Please do subscribe and share if you're not already. All right, let's get into it.
We have some messages here.
That's because you don't know how to interact and communicate with cats. Cats have an overstimulation point, and they warn you before they're gonna attack. And if you don't recognize that and stop touching them, then you will get fucking bit and clawed. Cats are actually pretty great creatures once you bond with them, but they have to bond with you first. There's a lot to go with cats. Cats can be really great pets if you know how to bond with them properly.
Yeah, straight up, Juanito. Like I was saying, I had my cat for 21 years, and she was amazing. And I got her, she was abandoned as a kid. Oh, this is a great story. Let me tell you this story. So, I had an amazing cat named Max, right? And he was like the James Dean of the cat world, man. He lived hard, lived fast, and he died young. He died at like a year and a half. It was really sad. He got hit by a car, and I didn't want to believe it was him. But this cat was badass, Max. So one day I look across the street, and he's hanging from the neighbor's gutter by one paw, and he's swinging himself to get his back paws up on the gutter so he can get on the roof. He must have been chasing a bird or something. So I'm like, oh, look at that, that's cute. 2 months later, I look over across the street, and their gutter's all like fucking hanging down. He'd probably been doing it every day, right? Little daredevil. And so that was cute. But yeah, so he got run over. So I put up a flyer hoping it wasn't him. And this chick called me, hey, I think I found your cat. It wasn't my cat, but it was this other amazing cat, Libby. And when I went to go look at the cat, she was in a garage in a carry case with a little dog barking at her, like just in hell, right? I'm like, hey, is it possible you like maybe bring the dog in another room and let me meet the cat? And she's like, oh yeah. She just didn't even think about it, right? Like, lady, this cat's being totally traumatized.
Yeah.
And I open the carry case and I bring the cat out, and like Juanito was saying, they'll give you signs, but I didn't give a fuck. I don't care. I didn't care if I got scratched or bit. So I flipped her over on her belly, and I'm rubbing her belly, and she just starts kicking my forearm with her back legs, and she shredded my whole arm all the way up to the elbow, and I'm bleeding in like six different places, and I'm laughing. I'm playing with her, having a blast. I'm like, oh man, this is awesome. The lady comes out and she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And she's like, no, and I was like, no, man, it's cool. I love her. She's got fire in her belly. I'll take her.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh.
We were in love for 21 years.
I take her. You're funny.
She was full of piss and vinegar. And then she ended up being my little tag-along buddy. She would follow me from room to room like a dog. We could play catch. Like, she would fetch a paper ball and bring it back to me.
Wow, she was so smart.
Cute. Super smart, yeah.
Oh, let's listen.
I think a lot of why cats get skittish is because they, people don't ease them into a situation, and they'll get shocked or freaked out and traumatized. And then once that happens to them at an early age, it's hard for them to go back. They don't trust people after that,
That's true. Let's listen to a message here.
Oh, yeah,
The Maine Coons are one of the best, friendliest type of cats. So it also depends on the breed of the cat. Just like dogs have breeds, cats have breeds also.
Juanito is really stuck on the cat. I don't like cats, and you can't convince me. I'm not a cat lover, Juanito. I don't think I will ever be a cat lover. You can
You
pay
know
me
what's the
$1 million,
neatest thing?
I still don't want a cat.
There's something really special about like nuzzling your face in a cat's soft little belly, though. It's like
I
soft
used to see
rabbit
that
fur.
in my dog.
Yeah,
I
but
used to
dogs have like dog hair, but cat hair is like soft like a rabbit.
Now my Maltese, she had nice, soft, conditioned hair.
Oh, that's
And
right,
they
your
used
princess.
oatmeal. Okay, she used oatmeal.
Okay.
She was super soft. Oh my gosh. Right now
She was
she's
giving oatmeal baths. Can we talk?
yeah,
Okay.
that was my baby. I still get I still get to know how she's doing. She's with an older lady who survived cancer, and
Oh,
she
well.
came into the lady's life just in the nick of time. And next, the lady started getting better because my dog was like, I would say that she's like one of those dogs that if you're feeling bad, she can make you feel good. Like
Yeah,
emotional support dog.
totally.
She was like that. Like she knew when I was feeling bad and she would come next to me, want to snuggle, always loved to lay next to me. Oh, I miss her. But I know that she is meant to be, with the lady right now. The lady, lives by herself and she's elderly. And my dog is giving her a purpose right now.
Yeah, totally. That's good. It's a win-win for both people.
Yeah, but if I said if
Dimples,
something
you're
happens,
a bit bougie, ain't you?
what?
Wish it was a bougie? What?
You also got to think that a cat is a tiny predator, that a tiny version of like one of the kings of the jungles, or like a tiger or lion, and they're running prides and shit. So once you figure that out, and then you give them the slow blink eyes, and you play with them a little bit with the toys, like you're in a hunt, they become
Hmm.
the sweetest, most affectionate things. But you got to bring that out of them. Sort of like when a woman, she won't be feminine or submissive to just any guy. He has to be the right guy. Eh? Eh? Eh?
Very good analogy, Juanito. I think cats. I think women are very much like cats. Like the best way to win over a cat or a woman is to not pay a whole lot of attention to them and to let them come to you, right?
You think that that's the right way to go?
Well, with cats it is. Maybe that's why I'm single. Oh
Yay.
shit.
It's like, what is it? Men are for Mars and women are for Venus.
Yep. And all I want is for someone to sit on my penis. Damn it.
And all I want to sit is in somebody's face. But we all
Oh,
have our wants and needs.
it's true. It's true. Right? What are you gonna do? But that was funny. Juanito said that thing about
Hmm.
yeah, cats are amazing. Like if you blink, like there's so many little tricks to communicating with them. Like slow blinking is a way to communicate with them, and they'll do it back to you. So they're like talking to you. It's
Yeah,
fucking amazing. And then
you know,
my
that's
my cat would my cat would come under the covers with me and fucking like spoon under my arm, and then like would wake me up in the morning with a little pat on my cheek, like with her paw, like, "Hey, let me under the covers." It was the cutest fucking thing, man.
mm, that's why the Egyptians love cats so much, right?
Hell yeah.
The sexes aren't hard to understand. They just complicate each other so too hard. That's another conversation for another day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all really, really simple, really. You know. We just get up in our heads about it.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that, whatever. That there aren't masculine women and feminine men and there's every degree on the spectrum, right? But like
Yeah. Yeah, sure. You know, you have your feminine woman and you have your alpha woman.
That's
And a
it.
lot of men don't like, you know, the alpha woman, and they want that submissive wife.
Not all men do.
No, I said majority of them.
Yeah. I think,
They
you know what
want
I think? You know what I think it is a strong, secure man likes a smart, strong woman. But if the
Mm-hmm.
man's not that secure in himself, he needs a submissive little
Yeah.
wifey, you know?
Yeah. I think you hit it in the nail right there. Boom, boom.
Because to me, I don't like those kind of women. Because like, I'm more like I respect the fuck out of a lady boss woman shit. Like, I don't want to take a chick camping and then hear her complain that she broke a fucking nail.
Seriously, that shit would piss me the fuck off. Like, we're trying to survive, bitch. You worried about your nails? I'm trying to figure
What you
find
doing?
something to eat.
Exactly. I'm trying to get us some fucking dinner up in here.
I would say, generally speaking, though, men want to be masculine and women want to be feminine. Just society has us all screwed up and out of whack. And I'm saying, generally speaking, there's always outliers. You know what I'm saying? There's LGBTQIA and the alphabet and all kinds of exceptions, but generally speaking, when you get heterosexual people together, they generally want to be masculine and feminine according to each gender.
Agreed. I think.
And that's why everything is so screwed up with us. In my humble opinion, of course.
Yeah, I agree. A woman wants a man to make her feel like a woman, and a man wants a woman to make him feel like a man. And that I'm not just talking in the bedroom, but there's other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Some
I was reading
people.
this article. I was reading this article, and this chick saying we need to let men do more things for us. It's not that they don't think we can do it, but we need to make men feel useful. And that's fucking true. We need to feel like we're wanted, like we're needed, like we're not just an accessory, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So let your dude do some shit for you. It's not that we don't think you can do it yourself, but if we offer, let us fucking do it. We offered for a reason, right? Trying to help.
You know, like
I
I'm a
make
believer.
myself feel useful, motherfucker.
That's it. That's it.
I think when you're in love, it doesn't matter if it's a girl, if it's a boy, and a girl, and a boy, because sometimes you just can't help who you love. And in
No,
either relationship, even, you know, when you have like a gay relationship, there's always the femme and the masculine.
right.
Even in, you know, gay relationships, you know, you don't really see too much like a dyke and a dyke.
Right. There's usually a lipstick, right?
Yeah, it's either or, you know, it's always paired up like that.
Yep.
Or an aggressive girl, AG, maybe, you know, I'm saying it wrong. I apologize to anybody that, you know, I offended because I don't want to offend anybody out there. I don't, you know, if I use the wrong terminology. But yeah, you should just be able to
Yeah,
love who the hell you want to love.
we're not hating on anybody, but whatever, we might not be using the right terminology. I'm old as dirt, so I really don't give a fuck about what pronoun you want. I'm old and I'm just gonna talk like I
Yeah. I'm old up there with you. I don't know a lot of these like new terms and slangs and stuff like that. I'm just like not in. I just don't know.
Yeah, and I don't mean any offense, but everybody should just be equal. But I remember when it was all just, you were either queer or tranny.
Yeah. Now it's like a whole laundry list of stuff. You can be anything you want.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, so I was listening to this show on Vice about, it was fascinating. It was the whole spectrum, LGBTQIA. So A is like asexual. So
Mm-hmm.
we've gotten so crazy with this, right? Like I identify as asexual. Like, really, go fuck yourself. You know, that's not a self-identification. That's just what you're doing right now, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
but now that's a whole classification. Like, anyway, whatever. I don't mean to get stuck in that, but it was like LGBTQIA pro-Trump, LGBTQIA anti-Trump, and then telling their reasons why and stuff. And it was fascinating. But what I learned under that is that queer encompasses all of those.
Mhm.
So can't we just call it queer and be done with it? Why do we have to be learning a new, LGBTQIA, and then what's the next letter going to be? And then just call it queer, and then we're done. We can move on, right?
Yeah, just be like, I'm happy and that's it. I don't understand why people want to make
So
such a
many
big
labels.
deal of their sexual orientation.
Right. It's
I
how
think
much of it is that
just
your whole
whatever.
identity as a person?
Yeah, it's like you are who you are, and it shouldn't be a big deal. Like, someone who's straight don't have to announce every 5 minutes, "Oh, I'm straight, I'm straight, I'm straight." Like someone who
Exactly.
is gay shouldn't have to announce and make a big deal. Like, I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay.
That's what trips me out is that, like, how much of your personal, of the 100% of your identity of Ms. Dimples 007 is your sexuality? A minuscule percentage of who you are, right?
Yeah, definitely, because sex doesn't define who I am.
Right. Now, I guess, like, even if you're into some weird kink scene, then it becomes more of your identity because there's, more, I don't know. But yeah, it's strange to me. But then you go to the gay community and you're like, oh, you're wearing a leather vest, leather pants, a leather hat, and you got a red bandana in your back pocket. I'm thinking you might be gay.
Yeah.
It's like a uniform almost. And I don't understand that. Of like the first thing you want people to know about you is what you do in the bedroom. Like, wow, okay, whatever.
I like the time when that shit was like personal. Like you didn't have to
Yeah,
announce who you was, having sex with.
yeah,
And she
exactly.
could just
Because
be
I
who
really don't care.
you
Go,
doing.
go fuck a watermelon if you want, as long as it's consensual.
I know,
I mean,
right?
half of those terms are just people trying to make themselves feel special. Because everyone was told, you're a special little snowflake, and now we have this mess. I fucking hate this world.
I'm right there with you, Juanito. Snowflakes and fucking politically correct bullshit. And you know what? Yeah, fuck you. So this other one the other day I heard is that this chick was like, "There's a bunch of people inside me." It's like, no, that's all parts of you. She's like, there's a bunch of people inside me. There's like a straight person inside me. There's like a gay person inside me. I'm like, no, those are all parts of you. And she's like, so there's all these people inside me. So I feel like people should refer to me as they. So my pronoun is they. So she wants people to call her, like, hey, I'm talking to you, Miss Dimples, right? But
Yeah.
in this situation, I'd be like, hey, Miss Dimples, do they want to go to lunch with me? Do they, like, what? The fuck are you talking about? That's crazy. You're
Yeah.
not they. You're not multiple people. You are not they. You are a person.
I agree with
What?
you.
We've gotten so off the fucking rails with this. Oh my god. If you can tell, it fires me up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I think it's more of that divide and conquer shit, right? Like, who really cares? Well, like you and I said, we're not haters. We love everybody. So let's
Mhm.
just move on and not talk about it, because there's real important shit like global warming and the endless wars that we're in and this crazy political scene. And are we going to have a fucking revolution on Wednesday? There's real shit to talk about, and which bathroom we use or what you prefer to be called because of your snowflake tendencies. I don't have time for all that.
Mhm.
You know?
I got some real problems.
Call me a crotchety ass white guy, but whatever.
I feel like the people who do that, LGBT, like, oh, I'm gay, or oh, I'm a lesbian, or I'm trans, or whatever that sexual identifier is because they feel like they were suppressed of who they had to be for such a long time, or it's a popular thing. And then when they finally get to express it, they just go all wild with it because that's generally what happens. Like with me, my thing was, and especially when you're younger, you don't have a lot of life experience, so you go with what's the easiest thing. Like me, I used to be like, I'm Puerto Rican, Latino all the time, and then I developed a personality, and that's just one part of myself. So I think it has to do with age and inexperience and wanting to be part of something.
I agree. Like I appreciate that you're so confident that you don't have to keep mentioning that you're gay, Juanito. Just kidding.
You're gonna make that Puerto Rican mad.
Oh, that Puerto Rican would slap me right now if I was within reach. I'm just fucking with you, buddy.
I would tell that person who says they have a lot of people inside of them, I was like, yeah, that's called multiple personality disorder.
Yeah, multiple personality disorder. They made a movie called Sybil. You should check it out. Woo. You guys know that movie, Sybil?
No, I haven't seen that one yet. Have you seen Identity?
Sybil is a documentary about this woman who developed 16 personalities because her mom used to torture her.
Wow.
It's horrible. Like, she used to do horrible stuff to her. She would tie her legs, spread-legged, to a broomstick, and then hoist her up to the ceiling and burn her crotch on a light bulb.
That shit hurts.
And she'd be like, "This is what it's going to feel like when a man touches you." Like,
oh.
Crazy. Like, oh my God. So she developed all these personalities, like one to be able to go to work and deal with like the normal world, and then all these, it was total survival mechanism, right? So she developed all these personalities to be able so that she could function in the world, you know? Fuck. Sybil. Freaky.
That sounds freaky.
Yeah. Big time.
Have you seen Identity?
Identity. I have, but remind me. Jog my memory.
John Cusack, Ray Lolita, and Amanda Peet.
I love John Cusack.
Yeah. I loved him in 1408. One of my favorite movies.
Sorry, I'm just changing our header to snowflakes and politically correct. Juanito fucking got me going there. Oh, that's good.
I love how you keep calling him Juanita. It's Juanito.
Juanito. I said Juanito.
You say Juanita here.
No, I wasn't saying Juanita. I'm just pronouncing it like a lazy Californian, I guess.
That sounds like my friend's name, Juanita. Juanita.
No, but I know it's Juanito. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. He tunes in all the time, and he's always got real good shit to say, and he's a compassionate, smart man.
And he loves cats.
That person says, "Oh, I have multiple people inside of me." I was like, "Yeah, someone's running a train on you right now, lady."
That's a whole lot of people.
Yeah, that's Mike, Dick, and Tom. You might want to introduce yourself first next time.
And Larry and David. And Robin.
Not to be confused with Larry David. You know, the Jewish comedian that's not so funny.
I can't be gay because when Dimple said she wanted to sit on somebody's face, I was like, can you use mine? Giggity, giggity, goo.
Oh, man. He wants me to use his face.
I ain't gonna lie, Juanito. I thought the same thing. I ain't gonna lie. I thought the same thing. We're dudes.
Make it wet.
Someone in a fucking wind tunnel? What's all this wind fucking blowing all over the mic? Shit in your pocket? Like, are you outside? What's going on?
Is that me, Juanito? Are you hearing? Is that me is there noise when I'm talking? Ms. Dimples?
No, I don't hear any wind.
What are you talking about, Juanito?
Give us some sound check.
I mean, I farted, but I don't, other than that, I don't know.
He's in your brain.
Blow a hot air out of my mouth. That's about it. So, Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great movie. How many fucking quotes are there from that movie? It's endless, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the app itself, because I'm hearing, like, so windy shit going on. It's weird.
That sucks, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the app has glitches.
We were having some glitches with the app earlier, Juanito. See, I said Juanito. She was accusing me. She was accusing me of saying Juanita. Like, no, I'm saying Juanito. I just got a lazy ass California tongue, so like I don't pronounce shit that well, I kind of draw my shit out all that stuff runs together all that. You know, dude. But it's all good, brah. No, I was saying Juanito, but I was saying it lazy, so it might have sounded like Juanita, and I didn't mean to do that. Although I used to live on Juanita Street, San Francisco. Juanita. Juanita Chiquita Bonita Juanita.
I got a Puerto Rican tongue. I like to roll my R's.
Okay, so now I'm definitely gonna sit on his face.
Bam! Panty dropper with the Puerto Rican tongue.
He did the love it. Give me the vibrations, papi. Yes.
Oi, papi. It's working, Juanito. It's working.
They like that
Moisture,
shit.
moisture meter.
I like your 420 zone.
What's up?
I like your 420 zone.
Oh yeah, had to throw that up in there.
How about the 420 right now? Shit.
I'm smoking on a Girl Scout cookies right now. Very tasty.
I got some strawberry diesel.
Strawberry diesel?
Yeah.
Oh wow, nice. Strawberry dizzy. Is it legal where you are? You got dispensaries and shit?
Yeah.
Nice. It's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of silly though.
I just don't like the
edibles. What's that?
The edibles. I don't like them.
Yeah, they hit a little hard sometimes, huh?
It's a creeper.
Yeah, it's a creeper, and then next thing you know, you're like, I don't remember being high, but God, I feel like I'm hungover.
Yeah.
I wake up with like a head full of cotton balls. Like, what the fuck happened?
Ah! Cotton balls.
That's what I'm talking about. You're about to find out.
Oh, shit.
The panty dropper.
On out.
Bam, pow.
How tall are you?
I think we got a love connection here. Love connection in the house.
Juanito, how tall are you?
Well, don't say it with that tone of voice. You're saying it like you think he's 5'4".
Oh my God, why you was in my brain for some reason? I'm thinking he's short.
Yeah, you're like, Juanito, how tall are you? Like, like don't play. Watch, he's gonna come back. Motherfucker, I'm 6'2".
He cannot just reach the titty. That'll be really bad.
Well, it depends if the mouth or with the top of the head.
I'm average height, 5'8", but you won't care about that when I'm rolling these R's.
He's gonna be on his back anyway, so it doesn't matter, right?
There you go. Exactly. We're all the same height lying down. I mean, between the important parts anyway. Boom! Go, 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 boom! Quickity quagmire.
I'm like, okay, I hit the run now. Get the fuck out of here.
What's that?
Hit the home run. And they're like, okay, now I'm out.
I'm out. So you're talking about as long as he doesn't come up to my kids, then we can talk. That's funny. I dated a woman. Well, when I was in high school, I dated this girl who was like 6 foot, and I'm like 5'7", right? So I pretty much came up to her tit.
At least with the inside.
I didn't have to bend down to suck on some titty. Positive side. I don't know. But yeah, it was awkward. Didn't last long.
High school is one of the best years.
I like tall girls. I use rope and grapple or stilts. Either way, where there's a will, there is a way.
Stilts, I like it. Now there's a resourceful lad. A resourceful laddie. He'll climb the ladder to success. That's me.
Oh yes. He's gonna climb up like Jack and a Beanstalk.
Yep. Jack, yep. I won't even say it. Jack and his what?
Jack and his what? The thing clicks out. The Jack and the what?
Jack and the what? What?
What? After sometimes. I don't want to be missing the juicy stuff, okay?
Oh, okay. Oh, we're getting some claps. Who's clapping? Who's got the clap? Oh, that's too funny. Puff, puff, pass.
Yes. Puff, pass. I hate people that, like when you pass it to them, they think you're talking a lot of shit. Or they walk away with it. Like, where the fuck is you going?
Right?
Get your ass over here. The safe is right here.
A friend of mine did that. Like, I light up a joint, pass it to him. He gets a phone call, and he takes the phone call and walks away with the joint. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Like, what the fuck? You better come here with that.
Right?
Go get your call somewhere else. I hate the ones that don't know how to smoke and they just like smoke and they just blowing it out. Like, don't waste my shit.
That shit is funny to watch you smoke that and watch the avatar's head lips just move. It's funny.
Oh, that's hilarious. The avatar should have like an accessory for a bong, huh? That would be good.
Yeah, that's damn right disrespectful. I had a housemate that I would roll for, and she would smoke like that, and it would drive me nuts because I don't smoke anymore, and I still didn't like it.
Oh, we definitely can't hang now.
Yeah, speaking of the movie Friday. Speaking of the movie Friday, Juanito, you get killed for that shit in the hood, motherfucker. Come on. Smoke down. Oh.
Juanito is out and Dave is in.
Puff, puff, pass, motherfucker. You fucking up the rotation.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, we got 3 people in the house. What up?
Like
CTP.
clockwise. Keep it rolling the same way. Puff, puff,
That's right.
and pass that shit. And if it's a lot of people in it, you gotta have a lot going around.
CTP716 in the house. Big Pappy. And Real Tommy in it. What's happening, people? Puffing and passing, Sunday night style. Oh, yes.
Gotta get that out.
I'm going to play a trippy little song that I made here while we're smoking. While we're waiting on some peoples. Oh, we got a new person. We got a new person in the house. Juanito. Juanito's back. He's back.
So I went on other people's page. Somebody's having mic trouble or something. Because I'm only getting this weird wind shit. Like something's being passed over the mic in this room. Weird.
Maybe it's the ghost.
It's the ghost of 420 past. Juanito, are you saying it's only in our room and it's not happening in other rooms on stereo right now? Is that what you were saying?
I think so.
I think that's what I understood him as to have said.
Room, that's why. Shit happens over there.
That's it. So let's see here. Turning on some Bluetooth.
Chocolate Buddha. How you doing?
That is correct, sir. Anyway, good night, guys. I gotta get out of here. I got shit to do. Peace.
Little chocolate Buddha tie in the house.
Mr. Catman is leaving us.
Catman Dookie.
Bye, Juanito. Have a good night.
Peace out, Juanito. Thanks for dropping in, dog. So, here's a little song I wrote called Can't We All Get Along? Wait.
Powering on.
Whoops. 5, 4, 3,
2, 1, go. Work it out. Work it out. Work it out.
Where'd it go?
Paired.
There we go. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Well, we got a message.
I wear shoes with high heels too. Like there's like men's shoes that have like high soles and heels, and I wear those, so you won't feel so short. I mean, you feel so tall. Like I said, height ain't nothing but a number.
Who's tall? Does he think I'm tall? Or he's talking about you?
High heels are good. I got some high heels too, man. I mean, you know, like boots. Iris.
Hi. Perfect music. 420.
Right? 420 chill tunes.
On this
All right, good night, guys. I really gotta go. Peace.
Juanito.
Juanita.
Say bye, Papi. See you later.
Oh yeah, man. Feeling irate. Yeah.
Excuse me? Don't be calling me no Juanita. Don't respect me like that. That's just not cool. It's Juanito. Papi. Get it right.
Get it? Got it? Good. Thanks for tuning in, Juanito. Keeping it tight, man. Where are people's at? Quiet night on the old stereo, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
It's everybody.
It's all right.
I have the munchies.
We're still chilling.
Did you get the
Oh,
munchies
man.
yet?
What's that?
Did you get the munchies yet?
No, I don't get the munchies so much anymore. I smoke so much.
I always get the munchies. I was needs and sweet and some salty.
There you go. Start with the sweet and you finish with the salty.
Oh, and the chocolate.
And then repeat, right?
Yeah. And repeat.
Rinse and repeat.
I love that beat.
Thank you. I like that part. Let me play that part back if I can. I don't think I can rewind it a little bit, though. No. Oh, well. No, it's just putting together a bunch of loops on this killer, through this killer program I had on my tablet. Fun shit.
Mm.
Super fun.
I love that. You had me vibing over here dancing. I felt like I was in the island for a second.
Awesome. Here's another one for you. This one's more kind of like,
Techno.
clubby, little techno-y, techno
Mhm.
jam.
It's like when you go to one of those raves and they have like the lights and stuff and
Exactly.
the
Can almost picture
lasers
it. Can almost picture all the lights all.
with a cloud of smoke and shit. And
Right.
the light is just like hitting the smoke. That'd be awesome.
That was the idea. Yo. Break it down.
You know, I'll be able to go anywhere and dance. It doesn't
What's
matter
up?
what the music is, I'll be able to dance it.
That's it.
Right? Mhm. These Sunday nights are quiet.
Whoops.
Hey, me yum yum.
What's going on? We got a new listener in the house. Happy 420. It's 420 somewhere. It's always 420 somewhere. Right?
Oh yeah. We over here jamming.
The fade out.
I love it.
Thank you. Here's another trippy one. I like that part. I was getting high when I was doing this song.
Yeah. Shit, trippy. Even have put lights in them. If you see what it is, that you can like change color.
What's up?
I have these lights in my room that you could change color. So when you started playing your music, I started fucking with the lights, and now I have a raise going on in the room now.
Oh, that's awesome. I got these lights, LED lights for inside my car. I was driving Uber for a while, and I got these LED lights for inside my car, and you can set them so that they go off with the music. That's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
I had to turn it off so it was just constant though, because it was like so fucking distracting. Because it's like, you know, wow, 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 wow. Like, man, I'm trying to drive. There's the trippy ending. some music. Fucking around with some tones. Yep.
Shit.
Slow night on the old stereo, huh? That's funny.
It's super quiet out there today.
Yeah, go figure. Go figure. I'm going to change the topic again.
Really, like, where's all the 420 people? I think they're all like knocked out sleeping.
I think so too. They must have eaten their fucking ice cream and gone to bed already.
Yeah. Had them cookies. They're like, I'm done. Yeah. Open news. Current events.
Yeah. Oh man. So what do you think? Do you think there's going to be a revolution on Wednesday?
I'm hoping not.
Like, you've heard all the crazy news there, right? That there's going to be, apparently there's going to be, they're going to arm themselves this time and attack every capital.
Yeah, that came out straight from the FBI. And for the FBI to say that, that's like, that's a real threat right there.
I mean, that's pretty fucking crazy if you think about it, because around 70 million people voted for the guy. So even if that was only 5 million people nationwide, that would still be enough to outnumber the cops and the National Guard and shit, right?
Yeah.
Like the National Guard can't be everywhere, can they?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it depends where you live at also.
They'll probably be more worried about the cities, I would think, right? So
There'd be like the big
San
cities,
Francisco.
the capitals, all of I guess, the government buildings.
Yeah.
Or they can go ahead and terrorize just regular people.
Right.
You don't know what the agenda is going to be.
My sister lives in up in Oregon, and she said her son put a Black Lives Matter banner on their house, and I was like, oh fuck, I would take that down,
Yes, it depends where you live at, because that can probably cause problems for her.
Yeah, her neighbor has had 2 of them stolen from the doorstep. So it's a super redneck place, right?
I wouldn't move there.
So I was like, fucking take it down, because you don't want to bring any hate from these crazy people, Put it back up after Wednesday.
Yeah, don't make yourself a target, especially when you have children. You have to really think twice when you do things and things that you say. It's crazy because you want to be able to come back home to them, and you don't want somebody to see that and they were like, okay, well, she's a traitor, that family's a traitor, and they wouldn't even care there's children there. And their mentality right now is very unstable. Yeah. And they think that they have a cause, and they think that they're right, and they're narcissists, and it's scary.
They think they got God on their side, which makes it even scarier, right? Like, oh, God condones your violence?
And the crazy thing about it, they said don't disrespect the flag by kneeling down on, to it. But at the same time, they taking the same flag and beating the shit out of, the National Guards that the people that were working at the Capitol.
All right, thanks for tuning into another episode and another thing with Dave. Please follow, subscribe, and share. I'm on all social media and another thing with Dave. And keep seeking the truth.